Diana. Here is a basic recording of some clips I've put together. I've just hit the record button, the red one under my kayak there. This is all moving a bit quick, so I might have to retake this. But as you can see, it's flowing through quite nicely. This is me sanding my kayak. And we've got a twofold scenario here. At the end, I'll feature a screen recording from QuickTime showing how I did all of this video and how I put it together in terms of how I dropped the clips in and how it then became this sequence. It's very basic. I haven't done anything too fancy. I might add some transitions as we go. You'll know because there'll be a little pause in this audio. But we're moving on now, so I'm just going to zoom out actually so I can see where we are. Okay, awesome. So we've just come to the end of the kayak making process. It's just a little video I'm thinking of putting together, so I thought I might as well use this as an example. It's still recording my voice, as you can see. I'll hit stop when we get to the end. Okay, cool. So next up, we should, nearly there, last bit of kayak. And now we should go into the video of me actually creating this stream, this sequence. So yeah, you'll see now on the screen, this is actually a QuickTime screen recording. In a moment, it will flash up with the Imovie screen as you saw before. In any minute now, if this is the right screen recording. So I actually had to split the clip and delete some, which is really easy. See that white line? If you right click and it will split clip from that line, and then you can delete the sections in between the two splits. So you can create, so you can cut out any parts of the footage you don't want. So here I'm just going to show you how to add files. Notice it's selecting from different albums there. I'm in all photos here. You can go to all videos and it will show you just your movies. And then I can select some of these clips that you actually saw earlier in the video. You see those, you recognize those, they came up earlier. But also I kind of was finding it, yeah, it's a bit awkward to navigate. So I just changed the screen settings, started adding some stuff in. Really simple, just double clicked it and there's a little plus sign. When you click it, there's a little plus sign. You can just click the plus sign, you can drag and drop it as I am doing there. You'll notice you drag and drop it to where you want it in order and you can place it at the beginning, at the end. Really easy to do. So where are we going now? So I'm just looking for some more clips and I'm a bit like, well, I'm not liking this screen. So I think in a moment you'll see I'll open it up a little bit, which is quite handy because you can see how to make the most of your screen size, especially if you're dual screening. But I'm just adding in these clips as we go. And then you see that red button again underneath my head there at one point, underneath the kayak, there's that red button. That's how I'm recording this audio overlaid. I've taken the video, I've made the video, I'm now running it through iMovie and creating an audio recording over the top. And I can even add music on top of that. I might do that in the next few seconds just to show you. You can add as many audio channels as you want, so they'll just overlay on top of each other. So I'm just adding some clips here. You can see it's really straightforward, just drag and drop, drag and drop. So I might just pause the video there. So just to be clear, when you're trying to split a clip, Diana, that yellow line is where I've split originally, and the white line, the play line that runs through, when you hit pause, it will stop. If you then right click, the split clip option will be highlighted and you'll be able to actually split the clip there, and then you can right click, delete or trim or do whatever you want to that particular portion of clipping. Here we're just seeing some more additional footage of the kayak stuff. Nothing too fancy about that. And quickly now I'm going to follow up with a video on how to adjust audio and fade it. Okay, so you'll notice on my screen here we've got those green waveforms. That's actually the audio that we've recorded. And I'm going to just show you how to fade that in. If you click that little tiny button and slide it left, I should do that here. I'll get hold of it. There it is. You'll see that attenuation of the signal. If that's music or your voice, it'll fade it out rather than it be a sudden finish, which is a nice effect if you're making posts and videos and such like. You can also fade in, so I think I'm just going to slide around, show you a little bit more how to use this. And then in a few seconds, I'll take it all the way back. And then you'll see you can fade in at the other end as well. So it's another way of introducing little effects on your audio. Bear in mind as well, you can have more than one audio overlaying each other. So you can, and I'll perhaps show you an example of that in just a few now. Okay, next video, Diana, I'm just going to show you how to adjust the volume of the audio that you add. So you'll notice I'll hover over the line that's in that green wavelength there, and it'll take me a few efforts actually, I couldn't quite grab it. And then when I do, you'll see the percentage. I can adjust that by any percent I like, and when it plays back, and especially when you're overlaying different sounds, you'll want to prioritise the content potentially that you want people to be able to hear. Now I'm moving on to how I then imported that audio file that I created, or sorry, how I then imported the video I took of me doing that audio file. So you'll notice I clicked the import button at the top, the little downward facing arrow that is in the top line where it says My Movie 1. And then when I'm looking around my files and folders, I went to my download folder, which is where all the QuickTime videos that I save, I always save them to download. And that way I know exactly where they are. And then I'm just adding that file into my iMovie project. And then as usual, I'm just using that plus symbol to drop it into the project. If you look, I'll click the import button there. And then I'm looking around in my files and folders. And I'll go into Christopher White, into my downloads. And I find that QuickTime file that I've saved using the QuickTime record, screen record function. And then now I'm recording as I'm doing, creating this video of me adjusting the audio. And actually then adding that is what I'm showing you here. Cool. And next up, we're going to do how to add titles and transitions. Okay, you'll notice that there was a little cheeky transition. So what I'm going to do now, if I'm not mistaken, is I'm going to show you that transition, how to add it. And you'll notice at the top there, my cursor is just about to find that transition tab. There it is. So then you click on any one of these and you just drop it in between your clips. You'll note that all of a sudden one appears between my clips there, you see? Cool. Now I'm just going to go back and show you the difference that's made to the clip. You'll notice there's that fade effect that we had at the beginning. So notice it will sort of slide into the middle. And that is a transition there. There's a few that you can choose from. There's some earlier in the video, the mosaic. I think there's a ripple. They're pretty cool. They can make the videos look so much more professional and just join you from picture to picture or picture to video in a way that's really, really functional, but also attractive and just makes things look good. Notice I'll just turn the volume down there again. I just did that because I thought I was recording my voice. I actually wasn't, so it didn't matter in the end. But just to show you, you can even do that while you're recording and actually playing around with clips. You can do it live. You can turn down that volume. Cool. So now I'm about to show you titles. To add a title, all that means is text, really. And this will make you laugh. I'll actually use my favorite. This is my favorite, actually. This one, I find this to be the most nice, attractive and professional looking text edition. I'm going to write in here something like, let's see what I write here. Later, you will see me add title text. There you go. So I've just shown you there, you just add that title and then you adjust it to the language you want, and that's how you can highlight things and create and draw attention to people on particular parts of the content. One last tip, in the right hand side of that screen, top right there, you'll see the slider. That will change the base time, how zoomed in you are on time.
Hey Dinah, so this is just me, just outro from here. So basically, I hope this has been useful. Thanks for watching. You only need about 30 seconds of video to actually make these adjustments and to actually be able to test out the fade in, the fade out, the volume, transitions, text and titling, how to add that in. All of that can be done in a very short video. So have a play around with something you've already made, or find a video, you know, of the family, put some music on it, drop the jingles on. I haven't actually added an audio video, but it's very similar to how we do everything else. Hopefully you can find that one out on your own. If not, just reach out and I'll create that and add it in. Awesome. So I hope this has been useful, Diana. I hope to see a little video of yours that you've had a crack at soon. And it's nothing to be too intimidated by. It's really easy to use and actually can be a lot of fun. Cheers, Diana. Thanks.